This week you join me at a peaceful little campsite just outside Newbury, which is an absolute bargain. But then it all kicks off. I reorganise half the motorhome, install and test a new alarm system, and I smash my camera right at the end. Oh, and I forgot to mention the tennis courts. I am currently on a little campsite in Newbury, well, just on the skirts of Newbury. I think it's called Oakley Farm. Now, it's a private little campsite. Pretty cheap, to be fair. Pretty cheap. I'll run through the prices and the site in a little bit later. But yeah, I've just left the Newbury showground. I was there for the Van Life Celebration show, which was absolutely fantastic. I love that show. Such a chill out vibe. It really is pure chill, relaxed, just hang out with your mates. We've done some cooking, just chilled out. Really nice, really good. So yeah, massive shout out to Helen, Carl and the whole Van Life Celebration team. Absolutely pulled off a corker, banging show. It really was. Looking forward to the next one. I was on this site last night and I kind of just dug straight into what I want to get done. As I've had the dishwasher installed, which you saw previously at Oak Tree, I needed to find somewhere for my pans to go, and a few things need jiggling around. If I'm jiggling one thing around, I might as well just do the whole kitchen. So that's what you can see here. Pots and tubs have come out of cupboards. I've got stuff everywhere at the moment, so I'm trying to get through it and neaten it up and organise it. But whilst that's happening, I've also got the lounge going on. Look. Currently, the MacBook is set up with the NAS drive, and that is currently transferring almost a terabyte of data. This is the part that people don't see or realise, that is the footage. Storing the footage is a never-ending battle, because I've got all that footage online, and now I'm keeping it as a hard copy from the... it's a real boring this is, but... from the SSD, which I travel with there, and then moving it to the hard drive there for long-term storage. I need to get the fridge, the EcoFlow fridge, out of the living room and into the garage. That is the plan. I've just chucked a load of washing on as well. Not only am I trying to reorganise the inside, but I'm also trying to organise the garage and my digital files as well. So it's all going on. But I will show you around this little campsite and show you what I come up with organisation wise. I think I'm winning a little bit. So the kitchen area is looking pretty good now. As you can see, there's nothing out on the side, so it's all nicely put away. In cupboard one, as you see here, this is the tea, coffee and drinks. So I've got my Holy drink solutions here. I don't know if you've ever had Holy. So this is the hydration one. This is the sachets. Now I've decanted mine into these tubs. So this is wild berry, but they're energy drinks basically, but without all the badness. These are pretty new. These iced coffee espresso bottles. They're going down pretty well. I tried one of them the other day. They're pretty nice. This is my Space Goods drink. Loads of mushrooms in one drink. Basically, you can have that in the morning, and it gets your brain buzzing, which it does. To be fair, it does get me going pretty well, and I can feel the difference. Let's just say that. This is where my plates are. All my crockery is. I've only got one set of the dog bowls and the stainless steel stuff now, because I've gone with the dishwasher, so I've gone with real plates. Now I've taken my kettle and put it up here. Now I don't use the kettle that often. It was up there next to the old air fryer, but obviously that's a bigger air fryer now. I might look at getting a smaller kettle, which I can then maybe leave out. If any of you have got any recommendations of a small kettle, not a 12-volt one, I'm happy with a 241. I'm happy to use the inverter in that, because I don't want to wait a week for it to boil. And then just down here is food. So I only really keep tinned meat, to be fair. Like there's tuna and cockles, some hot dogs. I usually have a few more tins than this, but yeah, basically just tinned meat and some pickles. Moving down to the next one. Now this is where the biggest change has happened. It's finally got all my herbs, spices and things going on, rubs, all into the cupboard. So a lot of these kind of style barbecue rubs were in them tubs, under here. You guys know I'm a massive meat eater, so I enjoy, you know, getting various cuts of meat and then adding whatever I, you know, want. I tried this at the weekend. This is cherry cola. I mean, I've got Welsh black garlic paste, I've got bacon jam, I've got chicken salt all the way from Australia. Maybe I should do my own rub at some point because I've got everyone else's. I need my own. Down here, I've got bits and bobs in here basically. So they're all my saucepan, my frying pans, nice and easy to get to. Then I've got my induction hob there, all my cleaning wipes here to clean down the kitchen. I've got my waffle maker here, and then oils and sauce bottles. Oh, that's the alarm for the laundry, so my washing should be dry. I'll go check that in a second, but let me just finish this. So that's the deep fat fryer there. It looks more chaotic, to be fair, than the rest of the cupboards, but it's not stuff that's used every single day, so I'm not too fussed about that. Moving lastly on to under the sink, I've had a bit of a rearrange under here. I've got a little bit of alcohol at the back under there, like a couple of bottles of vodka and things and mixers. Then I've got juices and things. I've got my degreaser there right on hand, and then I've got my, I don't know what you would call these, but it's all like sandwich bags, cling film, chopping boards, and then I've tried to make an area for like the bread and eggs and things like that, so that can then stay there and it's not out on the side. So I think I'm pretty happy with the kitchen area now. I want to keep it nice and clean and you know, organised, shall we say, because I do want to use this cooker top a lot. Now I've got it back. I've got the new air fryer, which I'll talk to you about at some other point. Right, washing's going to take a little bit longer to dry. I think I messed up because the actual dryer is like a household dryer, so you turn it to how many minutes you want and then it's on a timer and then it'll go round. Now because there's two timers, like the pound coin machine and the timer, I just put another pound coin in previous and I didn't reset the timer, so I think it only done about 5 minutes and then turned off. Before we start the garage, I thought I'd come and show you the new addition to the van, and that's the Vanguardian system. Now, first off, massive shout out to John from Life Beyond Bricks. He pretty much installed this for me. We've both got the system and he's going to be installing his. So yeah, we cracked on, done this over the weekend. I've got one on the garage door there, one on the hab door, and then I've got one here, just there, in the silver this time to match the body. I've got another silver one there, and then I've got another one on this garage door here. Now I went with the ultimate kit plus an extra double one, so because I've got more doors. It's a vibration detection, so it's not motion, it's not like, it doesn't, like from there it doesn't then go to a certain radius, it's all vibration. Now with motorhomes, they have been built to dampen them vibrations, so you do kind of need it on the entrance point rather than the body, because the vibrations really get stopped by the framework here up to here. So they could tamper a lot more with this if it wasn't on the door. With it being on the door, they only have to touch this and the thing will scream. So, which is great. That's exactly what you want. You want to prevent people damaging the vehicle before they even, before they get into it or anything like that. It's all about prevention. So yeah, this is going to be an absolute game changer. I'm loving this. Now, when it comes to installing it, it was really pretty easy. It's I think anyone could do it. I could have done it, but yeah, I was filming John, thankfully, while he was doing it. So then I got the footage to show you guys. So when you order a kit, doesn't matter how many you order. If you order 2 units or 22 units, they will all come coded to your remotes. And you get 2 remotes with the kit, which is fantastic. So you can have one on your keys and you could leave one inside the motorhome, like by your bed or something, or you and your partner can have one each, and then you can get the actual wall mounted unit, so you can have it by your bed. And if you want to For any reason, if you heard anything outside, you could press the alarm button and then all the alarms go off at once. Just if you heard anything outside to kicking off or that frightened you or anything, and you just wanted to make sure that, you know, you drew attention to yourself and make sure the bad guys run off. You get everything you need to do the kit. So you open the kit, you pop the tabs off. One thing that we did make, John did do, which I didn't think about, was here. He made sure that there was a gap to put the tool on here to then pop the case off. Now, you can pop the case off with the special tool to then get access to it, but to actually change the batteries, you have to unscrew everything and all this and that. It sounds like I'm not trying to say it's like a lot of work, but people can't just turn your batteries off. They can't just pop this off. They have to have a special tool to take this off. And then they have to unscrew 4 screws before you could, you know, disarm the batteries. And by the time you're doing any of that, if you even come near this thing, it's gonna scream. Now, like I said, fitting is really easy. You wipe down the surface where you want it with the alcohol wipe, which comes with it. Line it up. You can use a bit of like a masking tape or frog tape or something. You need to have that. And then, yeah, as long as you put it on the point that you want it on the right point, you then just peel the sticker, the back of the sticker off, stick it on, pull the tabs on the sound, on the actual alarms, put it all together, screw it in, and then put the case on, and you are good to go. It really is a simple system, but a very effective system. I mean, I'm not going to try it here because I'm on a nice, like, lovely, quiet campsite. But later at the end of this video, I will go out somewhere. I'll park up somewhere random, and we will test the system completely. So I'll show you me turning it on, me arming it, me doing the panic alarm, and then I'll also do a test which I haven't seen many people do, which is I'll turn the system on and then I'll walk around the motorhome and see if it trips it, see if it sets it off, and then I'll also turn the alarm on and lay on my bed and then roll around like I would normally, like when I'm turning over in my sleep, and see if that sets the alarm off. So that will all be coming at the end of this video, so stick around to the end. The links will be in the description to check out this system. Me and Tash have managed to secure, for the summer period only, a great discount with Adventure Van Life, the Adventure Van Life website, which gives you 10% discount on any order over £250. And the Vanguardian system is on the Adventure Van Life website. So if you do want this system, which I think it's a decent system to have, it's peace of mind, you know, you can put it on, and we are going to test this fully, like I say, at the end of the video, so you obviously can make up your mind then. But if you do want the discount code, it is Urban Life, which is 10% off anything over £250 on the Adventure Van Life website. Now, I'll put the link in the description, all the details, and I'll put a QR code up here now, so you can go to the Adventure Van Life website. But it's not just on this stuff, it's on Ridge Monkey stuff, it's on gas, it's on batteries, it's on the actual auto-term diesel heaters, which they're fantastic. I love my diesel heater. But yeah, so there's 10% off everything, like I say, over £250 until I think it's the mid-September. Now, I want to get a little bit more organised here. This looks like a bit of a mess right now, but it's not. It really isn't. It's just 3 main items: my big chair, my table, and this big solar panel, which just need to go organised against the wall, and then that'll be fine. I need to clear this area here because I want to get the EcoFlow fridge freezer, which is that. I want that there. I've done measurements. I've had to take measure out, and it does fit in theory. The only one downside to this, or the one sticking point, is going to be getting the bike in and out when the fridge is there, because a lot of this I'm just decluttering and getting rid of and moving on. So that's going to be fine. The space will be free, but I just don't know if it's going to be, you know, okay with the bike. So yeah, fingers crossed. It's in! There's the bike. nice straight wheel, and there is the fridge. It is in. Now obviously I don't know how practical this is going to be. I don't know how much I'm going to use it. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing. I've got a little bit of decluttering to do at the back. Let me just show you that. Down there you can see a metal like step which is turned upside down. That's got my big barbecue in. That's probably going to come out because up till now this year I haven't used that big barbecue. Now I love barbecues, do not get me wrong. I am not moving away from barbecues at all, but I've got this, which is a little portable barbecue kit. It folds out. Now don't get me wrong, it's nothing special. It's not gonna be making smoked briskets and, you know, lovely pork butts and this, that and the other and slow roasted stuff. It's not going to do that, but it will barbecue meat and it will taste amazing. And that I've used that probably about 5-6 times already, 7 times, because it's just so small, so simple, so easy, so compact. And I know it's my stuff in there that's on top of it, but it's easy to get to. The big barbecue, one, I know I have to clean it big time before I put it away, and 2, it is a bit of a pain to get to. So that's where I'm kind of thinking. When I get back to my mum's, I'm thinking the big barbecue might come out and go in her shed. She don't know that yet, but yeah, that's probably where it's going to go. Right, now that job's done, let me quickly show you around this site. Like I said, this place is called Oakley Farm, and it's just outside Newbury. Now, the what 3 words is egging fraction bandaged. Don't know if you're getting that because it's bright light. But that's I'll leave that in the description as well. But this is the entrance to the site. Now this is a 30 pitch site. Here you've got the recycling area, so you've got your bottles and your glass, barbecued ashes, tins, cans and everything like that. You've got your reception just here where your main rubbish goes, general waste. Now over here is the main facilities block. Round here is your chemical Elson point, just there. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. You've got the laundry, which is washer and dryer, which is pretty easy. This is a real cute little facilities block because this is the whole block. So you've got your washing at the one corner, you've got your gents here, which I'll take you in a minute. Then you've got your dishwashing area, lovely dishwashing area, and then you've got the ladies there. Now through this way does go to another field, which I'll show you. This is a camping field. Then there's no hard standing pitches here, but as you can see, it's a lovely field and really big, not shy on space at all. I believe it's a 3-acre farm, so yeah, lots of space. Coming back from that field, yeah, this site is adults. Oh, it's really bright. Looks like I've got a golden head. This isn't adults only and no dogs, so that might restrict a few of you, but those are the rules. Now, like I say, there's the gents, which I know someone's just gone in there, so we'll go in there in a moment, but I'll just show you around the rest of the site, because at the back there is something that I've not seen at any campsite before. It's a tennis court. It's got its own tennis court. What is that about? Look at it. Now, so if you've got some rackets or something, then you can definitely come down and have a game. Now, the net's seen better days, but this is a tennis court on a little 30 pitch site on the skirts of Newbury. I mean, that's just random, right? Look at it. How cool's that? Stop. Sorry to completely interrupt you there. It's not nice, is it? And that's exactly what the UK government have just done with the Online Safety Act. This act now forces platforms with adult content or suspected adult content, not just them sites, cheeky, websites like Reddit, forums, social media and apps, they can all fall under this category, to verify your age, which means if you want to use these sites, you have to verify your age, either by a face scan, ID upload, or a credit card check. I'm not liking that, are you? I get that there should be safety online, but I think this one has gone a little bit too far in the broad spectrum that it's covering. And if you're anything like me, I like to keep my business, and that's where Surfshark comes in. Surfshark keeps what I do online private, just to me, no one else. The government don't need to know what I'm doing. I don't want to be handing over those ID checks. I just want to be on with my browsing. I don't want to be interrupted like I'm interrupting you right now. The benefit of using Surfshark is you can choose your location anywhere in the world right from the comfort of your own seat. I love Surfshark. I've been using them for years. You can use them on all your devices across every platform, so you and the whole family can stay safe, secure and private online. You can also unlock geo-restricted content and just go on about your business and do what you want online. Now, if that sounds good to you, you want to unblock geo-restricted content, you want to block people from seeing what you're doing online, you don't want to have to go through all this rigmarole with all these checks, because you can change your location just at a click of a button, then Surfshark is definitely what you need. Scan the QR code up here, click the link in the description, grab yourself Surfshark with a 30-day money-back guarantee and 4 months extra free using my code URBAN, and avoid all this rigmarole. Right, as you were, sorry to interrupt you. Now this site starts from just 12 quid a night, which is an absolute bargain. 12 quid. It doesn't really say if that's hard standing or not, so the guy kind of just asks if you want hard standing or not when you're there. Now it is a cash only site and you can't book online, I don't think. You might be able to inquire online and then they'll call you, or you can call them, but yeah, it's a cash only site. And for electric it's £5, so that took me to £17 for the night. If you want an extra person, that's an extra 4 quid. So for 2 of you with electric for one night is £21, which I don't think is too bad. I quite like that they're individually person priced, because you go to some sites and it's like, oh yeah, it's £25 a night or £28 a night, but that's for two adults and 2 kids. I'm like, well, that's not me. I'm just one guy, no kids, you know. So that doesn't benefit me. That means I'm paying extra for no reason. But as you can see, this is a lovely little site. It will restrict a few people because it is adults only and it isn't dog friendly. So I know that restricts a few of you, but it served my purpose for what I needed it for. You know, nice little park up, very, very quiet. The site is only open for a short period through the summer. So it starts, I think opening season is the 1st of April and it closes the 30th of September. So if you are going to want to visit this site or you are passing through, bear those dates in mind, because it's not going to be open the full year. Right, no one's in here. So this is the gents. I'm assuming the ladies are the same. You've got 3 toilet stalls and then you've got a couple of showers. Now, you've got urinals down here, loads of sinks, and then here are your showers. All walled in, so you close your door. You've got your shower there. Nice enough, pretty basic, but usable, no problems whatsoever. There's your second shower. All good. Like I say, it's a pretty basic site, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's a real nice site, real friendly guy that sets you up, and really reasonably priced. That is me all packed up on Oakley Farm site. I just moved to another pitch to grab some water. I'm now going to hit the road and go find somewhere I can make a lot of noise. So it's either going to be a bit of a quiet car park or a lay-by somewhere, and we can fully test the Vanguardian system. I can't wait to try this because I really want to, you know, wiggle around in the motorhome and see if it sets it off. Right, I have literally found a retail car park. McDonald's is just over there, and this is a bit of a derelict side of the car park, so I'm not going to be annoying too many people while showing the system. Now the motorhome's parked up here, it's all locked, all the windows are shut and the roof's shut, so I don't know why I'm telling you all that, but just so you know, I'm now going to arm the system, which will then bleep, and then it will bleep again once the system is armed. I'm going to tell you something which you don't try and rob me, because my system's now on, right? But well, I haven't activated it yet, but I usually have the Malenko locks, and 9 times out of 10 I do lock them, but every now and again I don't, but they're across. So that one's across there and that one's across there, but they're both unlocked, right? So now we're going to arm the system. Ready? That's it. Now it should beep again. And that means it's now armed. Now if I come along to this one, and I'm gonna put my keys in my pocket. If I come along to this one and I try and take this off, as you can hear, that's gonna annoy someone straight away. They're not hanging around for that. Now if I go round to the next side and I do it, again the same will happen. I don't even have to, I can just do this door. So let's just pretend that I haven't looked at that part yet. I'm a stupid criminal and I'm going to that one. Straight away. Now again to the door. If I try this, I think the door's locked. There you go. Literally lifting the handle. Now the motorhome is locked. If I tried the door handle here with the alarm on this one, again, you're pretty well covered, right? I mean, it's not gonna happen, is it? If as long as this is on, you're secure. Now I'm gonna unlock it because we're now going to go in the motorhome. Now before we do the test inside the motorhome, I've got to say that there are 7 levels of sensitivity, and I believe that mine is on the highest level of sensitivity at the moment. So if this does trip, then we can adjust it, bring it down a little bit of sensitivity for inside the motorhome. But I think I'm confident, but we'll see. So that is now armed, as you heard the second beep. So now I'm just going to walk around the motorhome. I'm dancing. I'm opening my doors, opening my cupboard. There's none of that. Open my toilet door and slam that. No. Now this is probably the closest cupboard to the door. So this is my sauce cupboard. So obviously I'm in and out of here like no one's business. So, oh, that tripped it. But that is because obviously the alarm is just here on the door, and that cupboard is there. So that did trip it. I could probably drop it down 1 sensitivity and that'd be all right. Let me just try this one. So opening the coffee cupboard, that did do it. So the cupboard area does set it off for me, so on the highest sensitivity. Now, but walking around hasn't done anything. Now, that's pretty good because obviously once you're in the motorhome, you don't need to set it until you're probably going to go sleep, right? Clearly, I'm a chunky monkey, so this isn't going to look the most graceful, right? But we're doing this for science. 3, 2, 1. Now there is one just on the door that side and one on the door that side. So now I move around quite a lot when I'm in my bed. I can see the camera moving, but as you can see, I'm quite a lump. But it's not setting it off. So I think that's good. I think we're pretty good. Apart from the door where the cupboards are, the system seems to be fine. I'm chuffed with that. I am chuffed. Now, there is a button which we'll press on the outside so you can get the full beauty of it. Okay, so you know that little line, this is a real side note, that line when they say no humans were hurt in the making of this, no dogs, no cats were hurt in the making of this video or whatever. Well, I can't really say that for cameras. I just come outside to show you the last piece, and yeah, it blew over, and that's the screen. It hit the deck hard. Gimbal seems to still be working, but screen gone. Oops. So So bear with me one moment whilst I switch to another camera. Right, new camera, normal service has resumed. I got my kit with a wall switch, so this is basically exactly the same as the remote, but you can mount this with the sticky pads next to your bed or somewhere like that. Now there is a function on here which is on the remote as well. There's a panic alarm. It's just this little lightning button just here. You can't really see it because this isn't a focusing camera because I just broke that. Anyway, let's press it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's quite loud, very loud. It's very, very, very loud. If you heard a noise outside and you thought someone was creeping around your van and you pressed that button, they have got to be stuck on stupid to hang around. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. It's been a bit of a all over the place kind of thing. I've got the garage sorted out now with my EcoFlow fridge in there, which I'm chuffed about. Gonna see how that works out. I've got the kitchen all sorted. That's all nice and organised. I've got the Vanguardian system on and working. It looks perfect. I have got a broken camera, but I'll fix that in the coming weeks. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you've got any questions for me, then feel free to ask whatever you want. Any suggestions for videos, drop them down there. If you've got any questions about the Vanguardian system, then drop them in the comments below, and if I can't answer them, then I'll reach out to Vanguardian themselves or Adventure Van Life and I'll get that question answered for you, or get them to jump in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I'll catch you lovely lot in the next one. Take it easy, bye.